Good evening. Hi, I'm Clarence Jackson. We'll take a chance against fraud. Today is a sad day, sad evening. Two policemen were killed in New York City behind the ongoing violence that I discussed with Please Don't Shoot Me. I understand that the campaign situation didn't have anything to do with this, but this is a topic that I've discussed over and over and over. That there are more policemen that are going to be killed behind no one really caring. And what I mean by caring is taking the necessary steps to just put education out there to the youth from a felon's point of view. Someone who's been in prison, who's been in the cells with these guys, been into these situations where the minds are altered from depression. I feel for the people's family, the police officers' families, and I feel for the victims that took their lives, because some of this stuff can be avoided by just putting more efforts into educating the awareness programs of things that we just know. I mean, there's felons out here that have some great ideas to give back to protect the citizens of this country. And I'm one man with one voice trying to do my part. But it hurts me to hear and to see the two policemen were killed for a malicious act, but these men's lives are lost. And I have Please Don't Shoot Me campaign going on because it helps victims of police or victims of the ones that are killed, to help put money back into those organizations, to help bring awareness to those organizations. Do anybody respect IBM creator or Apple's creators because they invented a computer, or do you respect the man because of his vision? Well, I have a vision in so many different ways. Number one, yes, fighting fraud is my number one campaign. Those are victim services that help protect the broad. But murder affects us just as well. The police officer who put their lives on the line, and the victims that they're protecting, and the perpetrators of the crime to be apprehended or to avoid that from happening. This country is becoming a very dangerous cesspool of a non-caring factor. And if people like me don't step up and do my part and speak out on it, then there's nothing to say from anybody else, because you can't say, I've lost my brother behind murder, my mother and father were affected by drugs, and I committed fraud. I think I have a right to say something because I cover abroad. All I'm just saying is that it takes this country to put people in positions to help create better ideas so we can stop the onslaught that's going on in this country. We're in a beautiful country that offers us a lot. And I think if we don't take and put our positions and our voices, or just policemen stepping up and having a voice just as well too, and we're building a bridge as ex-felons and as police officers. And I don't speak that because my son is becoming a cop. I told him that long before he was becoming a police officer, that there's things that he must know. And me and him are on two different sides of the fence of the law, but we build a bridge. And all I'm asking is, I'm going to take a chance against fraud. One man with one voice, continuing my efforts to educate and eliminate a lot of things from gang violence. Now my efforts is to bring victim and police and felons together to build a better bridge. Not just my number one efforts as in fighting fraud and building that bridge between me and the insurance industry and the criminal element, to work together and eliminating that just as well too. But I'm one man with one voice, and I felt that I needed to have my voice being heard this evening. I pray for the families who are victims of husbands or sons or fathers that have these two young men that were murdered, and the victim of the family of the victim. In this world we live in, it's rough times right now, but I'm making my efforts to try to create change. And Clarence Jackson will take a chance against fraud. Let's all pray for the families.